All right, the post-credit scene comes out with 4 years later. Vanessa Kirby's reading a book, Hungry Hungry Caterpillar to the baby. Fast forward, the metal-faced guy shows up and Franklin is picking a booger out of his nose. If you didn't watch the movie, you didn't have to burn 2 hours of your lifespan to get to this point. You might be like, oh crap, it's going crazy. For me personally, watching the whole movie, waiting after the credits, then seeing this, it wasn't worth it. And the only reason I'm giving it wasn't a worth it type of vibe and it was a failed post-credit scene is the fact that the last post-credit scene that we get from the MCU, it gave us so much possibilities. It felt worth it to sit through the credits. You know what I'm saying? It was worth the time spent to sit through the credits to get to this point because now we have a more fleshed out upcoming story in regards to Avengers Doomsday. When it comes to Fantastic Four post-credit scene, it was just like something that we already knew. We already knew Doctor Doom was coming in Avengers Doomsday, and we already knew they was gonna cross paths. What was the point of doing something like this? They could have even gave us something that had nothing to do with Fantastic Four, had nothing to do with Avengers, and bleed us into like an incursion, just confirming or showing us a spectacle that we did not expect. This was bare minimum, but I did not appreciate it, and somewhat, call me crazy, I felt a little bit disrespected. What brings more fuel to the fire was the fact that days before the movie was actually released, we get reports like this. Matt Shakman, the director of the Fantastic Four movie, confirms that the Russo brothers directed the Fantastic Four post-credit scene. You thinking like, oh, the Russo brothers directed it, you already know at least it's going to be 3 minutes of like explanation, dialogue, something that will prepare us for Avengers Doomsday. Clearly for Avengers Doomsday, we're going into that world with blindfolds on. The movie before Avengers Doomsday is Spider-Man Brand New Day. And every report in regards to Spider-Man Brand New Day, is saying that this is a street level story. So you can't freaking wedge Doctor Doom, incursions, multiverse realities colliding, or whatever the heck Doomsday gonna be. X-Men mutants. You can't wedge that into a Spider-Man movie that's being marketed as a street level story about robbers of banks and thugs in the city and corrupt politicians, whatever the heck the little freaking spider guy gonna get into. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like I was bamboozled. Long story short, I feel like they played with my time. If they was gonna do some crap like that, they could have just put it at the end of the movie. I'm telling you, the morale in the audience was low after they seen it. They was like, oh, okay. I seen it like the first showing. I seen Fantastic Four the first showing, but let's see what people online feels about the post-credit scene. It says, if you're going to watch the Fantastic Four today, stay until the mid-credit scene is the only important one. After the credit, after this scene, you can leave. The second post-credit scene is useless. And let me not get into that. That was just straight nonsense. I'm not even going to give it my energy. I'm going to stay positive. But that was just straight disrespectful in my opinion. All right, they actually go into depth on this. Let's see how they respond to this tweet. So anything in the movie that connects to Thunderbolt post-credit scenes? Nope. Dude, worst scene ever. All the hype with RDJ to not show any voice or face. Guy responded, says, I hope they showed us more. And maybe we ungrateful, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, we paid movie tickets, popcorn, drinks, all of that junk is getting expensive. We is in the middle of a recession. Freaking entertain us, god dang it. Y'all making multi-millions, if not billions, from these franchises. At bare minimum, if you gonna give us the expectations to stay after the credits, give us something worth the wait. Back in my day, it's kind of crazy the Marvels that get pooped on the most still have the most compelling MCU post-credit scene thus far. I mean, Thunderbolts got me pretty hyped as well for upcoming projects, but now knowing that this scene has very loose connection to any freaky thing to the Fantastic Four movie, I'm going back to old reliable Blue Beast, random black lady. That was Mom. In an alternate timeline, like, this is like, okay, we still need to address this situation. But comment down below, how you feel about the post-credit scene? Did it scratch your itch? Hopefully, because it didn't do me. Till next time, please subscribe. I am Lo. This is Community. I see you in another video.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!